Praise the Lord. My name is Pastor David Ondijo of SOT Ministry, and today I would like us to speak about the murder of children, what we often hear called abortion in our time. Recently, I came across a story of a certain American lady called Abby Johnson. She was a manager, one of the youngest manager in Planned Parenthood, a clinic that is, or an organization that is seriously advocating for abortion. So this lady said that she was advancing and her career was progressing in this institution. One day she attended an abortion. She asked, or the patient asked, for that procedure to be projected on a screen, for the MRI, not the MRI, the scan to be projected on a screen. So during the process, when the doctor inserted the equipment that was to be used to puncture the baby, she said she saw the baby cringe in pain. And the baby was trying to run from that device because of the pain. And then suddenly, everything went black, quiet. The fetus was dead. She said that experience was traumatizing to her because all along, she was trained and taught that the baby in the womb was a mass of flesh. They say that thing in the womb was merely a mass of flesh, and that you could be able to extract it as you wanted. But now she saw it differently because this is a person, just like every other human being who does not want to be hurt. This is a person who does not want to feel pain. Have you changed? She said from that moment, she began to champion for life instead of murder in the name of abortion. I think we really need to realize that abortion is murder despite the beautiful or fancy scientific names given to it. We also need to realize that abortion is not a solution, but rather it is destructive. Because we have been exposed to so many cases of depression, of ladies who underwent abortion and they got to depression because of what the trauma of what they went through. So in as much as it is packaged as a solution and all manner of things, this is not a solution. We also have to realize that abortion is not a right. There is no right that you build on injustice, someone dying so that you can have your life. It is not a right. That's why it is important for us to come to that place of realizing that life is sacred. Life is sacred. According to Genesis chapter 9, God says that every human life that is destroyed will have to give an account for it. Because that is how much God holds the human life valuable, of great value in His eyes. So we should not be deceived by the false science and the all manner of things that is being projected out there of abortion. We have to realize this also, that in the Old Testament, the people of the Old Testament, some of the nations used to burn their children, their young children, in fire, in the name of sacrifice to a god called Molech. This is equally the same with abortion, because they think that this sacrifice is more valuable because of the purity of a child. Now it is now packaged in a scientific name, in a beautiful name, but it is murder and a sacrifice to false demonic gods. Molech of the 21st century. We have to be aware that life is sacred, regardless of whatever is being said out there. And a believer should be alert to such things. Therefore, it really surprises me when an MP, a member of parliament, who purports to be a Christian, stands to support abortion. It really surprises me because it goes against the value that God puts on a human life. And at the same time, it goes against the principles of God, where justice and injustice cannot be put together. You cannot say that you put a right without having a responsibility. So you take human life so that you can have your life, you can have your pleasure, you can continue normal life. That does not make sense. That's why I believe that these are agents of Satan in the attires of priests. They pretend to be Christians, yet deep down they are wolves in sheep's clothing. We have to be alert as Christians. The agenda being pushed by these pro-abortionist people or members of parliament or leaders, whoever they are, the agenda is merely to try and convince mindsets. That is why they know that at the moment, Kenyans will not be able to accept it. But as long as we keep the conversation going, we might at least try and win them over. There is no excuse for murder. Whether you call it abortion or you call it whatever name, there is never an excuse for murder. And any person who does that on the day of judgment, they shall be answerable to God. Christians must be aware of that and stand against such lies. We also have to be aware that surely we are living in an age where everyone identifies with their identity. So someone can say that you're not a woman, so you do not know what women go through. That is a false philosophy. Justice and right from wrong is not a preview of few or women. What is wrong, what is right. Doesn't matter whether I am a man or a woman, it is evil to murder and to take life. Therefore, any believer who advocates, who entertains, who does abortion goes against the precepts of God. He has disqualified himself. They have disqualified themselves. She has disqualified herself. I would urge you as a Christian, take to heart what God says in His Word. Value what He values and despise what He despises. Love what He loves and hate what He hates. God holds highly human life. Therefore, as a Christian, regard human life highly and respect it. God bless you. This is Pastor David Asoti Ministry. Thank you.